minute, by the way.
The competitive level that's happening out there.
Payton with the spin. Bryant, Kobe's first All-Star hoop.
It's amazing, Bob, when you watch Kobe Bryant practice and work on his game. That ball goes right through the middle of the hoop. There's no rest.
And his shot rattles out. Here comes Bryant ahead of the field. Reverse slam.
There was a ooh and a ah and a clap. See, that's what I'm talking about. In an All-Star game, you want to do things that you normally wouldn't do. Kobe understands that a very...
Ball in his hands again. To Garnett. Back to Kobe.
See, that's the ooh. Kobe and Garnett. You know, two of the youngest, the superstars, keying up, eyeing each other.
Kobe Bryant, not only the youngest starter, but the youngest player, period, in All-Star history. He is the third player to be a reserve for his team during the season, but selected to start the All-Star game. John Havlicek did it a couple of times for the Celtics, Dan Marley once for the Phoenix Suns. Lots of bench players have been voted All-Stars, but they played as reserves off the bench in the All-Star game. Only three, Havlicek, Marley, and Kobe Bryant, have started the game after being sixth men for their teams during the season. Deflects the shot, and his teammate Duncan has it. Last minute of the half. Now Duncan can't finish it, but Payton can. There's no business like NBA business. In the last 3 seconds, Payton with the left-handed Bryant, something to take into the locker room. Kobe for three.
That's where Kobe is much better than creating on his own dribble. And out after the one rebound.
Bryant puts it back to himself, and then tosses it over. Now, I'm not sure if he traveled there or if he had some kind of violation, because I'm not sure I've ever...
Swatted away by Mourning, who leads the league in blocked shots. Kobe's got it back for the slam 2 years ago at Madison Square Garden.
So in a microcosm, just a relentless player. That was just hustle and sheer energy and power. The speed of Kobe Bryant on this play, Ray Allen tracking him down, but look at the catch here, and then the beautiful finish as he gets his steps together.
Kobe with a hook.
A little sky hook by Kobe, bringing out the Kareem.
And he points at Magic Johnson. Petty cash poker game from Michael. Here's Bryant. Bryant spinning, handing to Shaq. We're in the last 3 minutes. Kidd, big lob, Bryant.
You know, the ball goes up, it's like a feeding frenzy. 3 guys go for the alley-oop. I'm surprised maybe with the great play on the break. You're going to see his quickness. He loves that baseline. Here's the alley-oop. Duncan and he both go for it, and Duncan says, I'm getting out of the way. The best record if they can win with their home-laden schedule here at the end. And there's Rasheed right there in the end. A little bit of the talent that we have seen in the past from him. But Portland have...
Right behind. Woo! So the fuck, I couldn't get it up. Man, I'm getting old, man. I would have got that more. Huh? I would have got that a couple years ago.
Also an all-star with Washington.
And then the pin block by Davis. A little play-by-play here, Marv. Things are going so fast.
And then Kobe Bryant.
The Kobe-Tracy McGrady matchup, serious matchup. You know what, there's one-upsmanship there, so be aware of that because it's pretty intense.
And that's got to be the first time in an All-Star game somebody jumped out to an 11-0 lead.
Yeah.
That has to be the first. That has to be the first.
I think Shaq is going to come back better. I think you're going to expect this guy, Kobe, to be better. And with all that's been going on out there in the West, you're both all-league defenders. Here's Kobe Bryant in the open floor, looking behind him to see what's coming. He sees Kevin
Garnett for Bryant.
Now remember, about 2 minutes ago, Kobe gave one up to the backboard to Garnett. It's like he says, I'll take you inside. And Allen says, well, I'm taking you outside, as the spectacular finish by Kobe Bryant. There's still something in those legs.
Hey, man, you know what? I had a bet with my cousin how many times he's going to hit the floor tonight.
That was only one.
That's the first time.
That's it.
I got 3.
Going hard out.
Bryant being chased Bryant able to hit. Marbury chased him down. Quarter.
Well, great players make great plays. Kobe Bryant going off the screen of Tim Duncan pulls up, and he knows he cannot get to the basket because there is Mount Mutombo. He's been there the entire fourth period, and that little medium range is going to get any easy shots.
Bryant, yes. Kobe Bryant with 2 clutch buckets. He now has 17. The West leads by 3.
Give it up. Jason Kidd might have to shoot the ball here as Iverson is just leaving him wide open.
Bryant.
Oh, that is unbelievable. Mutombo ran out at him. 3 unbelievable shots in a row here by Kobe Bryant.
Guarding Bryant. Now to 3. Marbury trying to get to Bryant. Duncan came up short, and it's over. The East comes from 21 down to defeat the West. They outscore the West 41-21 in the fourth quarter.
Lakers, 4-time NBA All-Star guard, Kobe Bryant.
Kevin Garnett is 7 feet 1 inches tall. Michael 6'6". Francis sets it up with a crossover, and Kobe is able to hit off glass.
And Bryant right away going inside to challenge.
Kobe wide open. So the West with it's one of the surprises here at the All-Star break. Second in the East behind the Nets. What a play as Kobe sets it up for Duncan.
Antoine Walker looks fabulous in all departments.
Oh, Weber with a beautiful ball.
I ain't trying to post all night long, man. Come on. Man.
Switch it up, man.
I'm in the post enough.
And that's exactly what he did. He went to post him up.
So let's see if they can get it back in the final 4 minutes.
But the first-time All-Stars, Nash, Nowitzki, Zerbiak, Peja, all these guys having a little bit of trouble adjusting to the pace.
Kobe is fouled, yes, and it counts. Foul committed by McGrady. And
The game is so good. I mean, the guys are playing such a high level and still putting on a terrific show and shooting the ball extremely well.
And Kobe.
Fans come out to see a show, so they definitely don't want to see things like that. They don't want to see everybody doing layups or shooting jumpers.
Zerbiak checking the clock.
Oh, nice
Pass from Duncan. Bryant is able to lead by the score of 70-55. Bryant from Nash as they get down in a hurry, and the East one-on-one. Kobe Bryant working against Jason Kidd, and they're talking to each other. Here is Kobe able in the third. Here is Steve Francis. Oh, Bryant able to hurry up. Francis with the lob intended for Weber, and Bryant is right there. So Kobe now has 29. Now that's 22 shots to hit. 1:20 remaining in this third quarter. Here's Kobe, and he draws the foul.
He's going to be the MVP.
Find it unbelievable that the fans are booing you here. Does that hurt your feelings?
Yeah, my feelings are hurt, man. I mean, I'm just out there trying to play and have a good time, and yeah, my feelings are hurt being from Philadelphia.
What do you think the reason is? Is it simply because you're a Laker? What can you pinpoint, if anything? Your dad played here. You had your number retired at Lower Merion. They've said here that they would boo Santa Claus, but it seems to be a little ridiculous. Can you pinpoint why?
No, I don't know, but all I can do is just go out there and continue to play and have a good time and support the city, which I started my basketball career.
Let's not have a downer here, however. You've played a wonderful game. You've taken 25 shots. Let's look forward to the second half of the season. Lakers...
Most Valuable Player Award, and to make that presentation, here's the commissioner of the NBA, David Stern.
Thank you, Philadelphia, for staging a spectacular All-Star week, and a great game it was. And tonight, with 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, the star of stars of the greatest players in the world was the 2002 MVP, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
Stop. The officials are Jim Clark, Ted Bernhardt, and Louis Brillo. This an All-Star game series that dates back to 1951. The first two All-Star games played at the old Boston Garden.
Honest about that ambassadors thing, because I think they do a very, very important job for our NBA.
All right, here's Kobe Bryant from downtown from the field. Pierce off the pick. And Bryant gets it back. Garnett.
Oh my goodness, a bounce pass. A bounce pass from Kobe that led to a dunk by Kevin Garnett.
Now Duncan with the mismatch. And tipped home by Kobe Bryant. 25 points, 27 minutes at 15 points. And that comeback in the fourth quarter. Kobe Bryant taking to the rim. It counts. And we go to some.
Duncan finding Jason right behind him, finished off by Kobe, and then Kobe staying with it, finishing the basketball. They are right up at the top there in the Western Conference.
Oh, beautiful pass, the backdoor toss.
Orange, purple.
Right there. Jeff, getting back to the game. Bryant with the pass to O'Neal. Hustle it down. And Bryant, can he get to the dribble? Yes, he does. Gets it to Nash. It counts. And the foul. What a play by Kobe Bryant to race down that loose ball and handle the dribble.
Yeah, he was tightrope walking along the sideline. Then when he saves it, he lands right into a bunch of cameramen down on the baseline. You'll see right here, it winds up landing on top of the camera, saves it.
Shot deflected. And the West with an opportunity to take the lead. Kobe hit on a reach-in with 10.1 remaining in this fourth quarter.
At the other end, they call him on the reach-in.
And with the East over the limit. 10 and 1/10 seconds remaining. Bryant. 51. Bryant, yes.
Bryant's had an outstanding game. That time, catches the ball, puts it on the floor.
The hit and still get it up on the board.
Iverson has 29. He scored all 7 East points in the overtime. And Kobe Bryant right back from down to the West. Oh, the steal by Bryant. Took it out of the hands of Kidd. Kobe Bryant. And Kobe with 7 points here in overtime. Plus a huge rejection, 17 in all.
It's his competitive spirit that really separates himself. He competes each game, each practice in the summers to get better.
It's of mismatches in your favor at the offensive end.
Bryant wants it. Steve Francis from Kobe Bryant.
It's a matter of running the floor, which we know Steve Francis has the ability to certainly go up, catch, and finish.
Guarded by Sean Marion. The fadeaway. Yes! With 4 and 8/10 seconds remaining, the West takes a timeout. Wallace applying the pressure on the inbound. It's broken up by Kidd, played by Bryant, who fires and is fouled. With 1 second remaining, he was fouled in 3-point territory. He'll have 3 shot attempts. Time. And now it comes down to the third shot. Michael Jordan goes over. Bryant bothered. Kobe Bryant.
Surprising, Kobe missed at the end of regulation and now missed here. I would have counted him for all 3.
Only 1 second left. And he has tied the game. At 1, East a 2-point lead. But with 1 second to go, Kobe Bryant was fouled. Kid tried to get it back. Here's Bryant for 3. Yes. The West has taken over in the second overtime. They have hit all seconds. And this one is over in double OT.
Props here. He talked about the rebounding, second chance points. No, here's a steal by Kobe.
McClure missed the layup attempt. Then you talk about rotating 3 big men.
Kobe Bryant with the finish in the West. Now 3-on-1 the other way. Yes, and it counts. The foul on Martin's pass picked off by Bryant. And Bryant fires. Yes. That was a return pass intended for Shaq, and here's Kobe Bryant. And again, Kobe puts off the glass. We've seen that before.
Here's the 2-on-1, the lob off the...
Oh! Hey, I'll try to get him to do the robot. He ain't want to do it. Oh, if I was 5 years younger. Oh! No. Are you? Hey!
See him shoot the three lefty.
Here's Bryant to the rim. Seconds remaining in the fourth. Avery Johnson telling his guys, take a quick shot. That's exactly what Kobe Bryant does.
Can I take my best move of the game back? Did you see
The East has come away with the victory.
What if he would have missed that dunk and would have bounced back to a guy for a three-point shot?
Everything in the regular season. He gets one-on-one coverage out here.
And Kobe Bryant gets a rise out of the crowd with that. And here is Bryant setting it up for Nowitzki. Rebound Garnett, slips it to Bryant. Kobe has given the West, who is ahead of the field. Dwight Howard, outstanding third-year player, has checked in for the first time.
Started pretty slowly. Everybody seemed to be in slow motion, just kind of getting their legs underneath them. And then all of a sudden, Kobe with the reverse slump.
And obviously, Gilbert Arenas has some plans for Kobe Bryant. And here is Bryant at the other end.
I think Kobe heard that.
That is last touched by the East, and now perhaps a change on the call. Well,
we spoke to Kobe before the game, and I talked to him about the game today, and hadn't been a whole lot of fun for the Lakers as of late. They've lost 11 of 15, a lot of injuries.
13 points.
Because it is an all-star game, so an 18-point deficit is more like a 5 or 6 point deficit in a normal game.
Now, Marvin, I saw one in Washington a few years ago. It was 21 down with 9 minutes to go, and the East came back and won that game. Iverson just holds its flight so beautifully.
He's 3 of 6. He has 8 points. The West up by 17. Parker with the lead for Duncan, and slips it right back inside. Kobe Bryant. 12 points for Kobe. With Chris Bosh and Joe Johnson up front. Wade changed his mind. It was deflected.
That's when his shooting really got better. His fundamentals, his technique is better, and he's doing more of the same things on a daily basis repetitively to be a better shooter.
16 points for LeBron. 5 of 5 here in the second quarter. And Kobe Bryant with a 3, so he has called it early.
We'll see. This is his kind of game. He loves this. There's Tim giving him the unselfish plays. Tim Duncan is so great to play with these kind of games. I mean, if he gets a shot, fine. If not, he loves to make passes.
By the way, he's a game record. Foul is called on Wade. The All-Star game record, 87 points back in 1989, scored by the West. A West team that included Alex English,
Garnett, and Tim Duncan. Now look at their Stoudemire, Sean Marion, basically
his way through. Back comes Bryant. Nice shovel to Marion. Sean Marion from Kobe Bryant. 91-65, the West on top. Bryant with the lead for Stoudemire.
That's the Sean Marion Boris Diaw play. This time they run it out of a time.
Yeah, Yao Ming, you've got several Lakers ready to come back. Those West playoffs are just going to be murdered.
Kobe Bryant, UNLV, but lives here in the offseason. Most of his family is here. Stoudemire has taken over in this third quarter. Now has Aldridge working the sidelines. We have 7:40 remaining in this fourth quarter. Bryant open for 3.
But Dwayne Wade tried to sneak around behind the
previous record, 46. In 1984, pulled off by the West in an overtime game. Magic Johnson with 22 of those 46. Wow. Kobe Bryant now looking to impress the MVP voters.
Here's my ballot right here, guys.
After that move. Man. 24 points, 10 of 17 from the field for Bryant.
A while ago on that sound package, and you heard LeBron James say gooseneck. That's what Dwight Howard says to himself when he shoots the free throw to make himself follow through. So that's what he was making reference to when he was sitting on the bench.
Kobe, a timeout is called.
Well, I still believe Kobe Bryant is the most complete offensive player in the game. I think it starts with his footwork, his ability to create off the dribble, to get into the post. Look at this spectacular play. We saw this twice from him. He's been spectacular today.
Never change. Always have as much fun as you did in your first.
The whole thing is to enjoy yourself while you're here. You know, you battle these guys night in, night out.
Virtually all the way. They've led by as many as 33. Bryant to the reverse. Put the speed on. So the final score, the West 153, the East 132, the West.
Yes. What has escaped?
It's all
downhill
from here. You got nothing left, Reg. Paul not able to hit, but there's Bryant with the follow in this first half. Ginobili with the step back. Rebounded by Gasol. Nice ball movement. Kobe Bryant on the reverse.
Kobe is putting him.
West able to swing the ball effectively, but Paul not able to hit. Love keeps it alive. And it's Bryant. Still seconds of the half. Here's Paul. Nice backdoor pass. Beautifully done. Wade has been off. He almost stepped out of bounds on that fadeaway. Here is Bryant. Paul throws the alley-oop. And Bryant ahead of the field. LeBron tries to chase down. Came up short.
How many times have we seen that with LeBron James? That's a steal by Chris Paul on that chase down.
Bryant for three. Yes.
All right, I've got a vote in the MVP contest. Can I go ahead and just write it in right now?
Yeah. Well, what I like right here is the Black Mamba staring down his prey. All right, you want to come get this? I got something for you, King. And then this is the old Michael Jordan thing right here. Out of my behind. Nice try, young fella. On the losing team.
Oh, Bryant with a beautiful move.
I mean, it's almost automatic.
Mid-30s, which is quite an accomplishment. Oh, Kobe Bryant.
He was ever going to get the earphones.
It's an emotional moment for me.
Question is, after a couple of minutes, he may really take them off and say, Ron, why don't you pick up where you left off before?
I feel bad for Ron, who usually
going down. Wilt Chamberlain, right? Is that right, Reggie?
Wilt Chamberlain.
Bryant, a nice pass to Durant. West in control. Here's Bryant going at Wade and gets right to it.
What's that little Dirk Nowitzki move? That one-legged runner.
Here's Bryant going at Wade and gets right to it.
What's that little Dirk Nowitzki move? That one-legged runner.
Very light.
That's funny. Both coaches always put in a couple of sets in the All-Star practice, and neither of which is ever run during the game.
Kobe with
history, obviously.
Here's Bryant for three. And Kobe, he's looking to surpass Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Also looking at that Bobby
Griffin jumps.
Bryant, yes. So he is on fire here at the start. 4 for 5, 8 points.
I'm not sure Kobe is
Fast break points all up this season.
I think it's fantastic what they've done because they've maintained their defensive integrity, but they're playing so much faster as Kobe lines up the three and knocks it down. But
Cats just beat my Bruins, and he wants to. Yeah, right. Okay.
Bryant for 3. And Kobe overall in 12 minutes was hit.
And let's see who else. Westbrook was 17.
I thought he needed 19.
Well, Kobe.
Well, there you go again, being wrong.
Two-time MVP winner of this All-Star game.
Wow. Oh, hard foul on Bryant by Wade.
First flagrant foul.
Well, yeah, it's a glorified pickup game, but who says there's not hard fouls or... This is actually a pretty good foul by Dwayne Wade, and he has yet to come on.
Looked like that was a pretty hard foul because Kobe has drawn blood.
Well, I was wondering which team was going to draw first blood. Is that too easy?
Yeah, way too easy.
Way too easy. Okay.
And Kobe over to the bench, the athletic trainer from the 7 of those 8 shots were dunks. One was a jumper. Here's Bryant, and he passes by Michael Jordan as the all-time.
Well, this is what we talked about. Kobe Bryant finishing with the easy dunk, passing Michael Jordan.
The easy dunk. Was that not our history? Kobe now 265. Passing by Michael. Rajon Rondo, who just came on, thought he had Howard to his right. 4-on-1, and Bryant able to lay it home.
I don't think Thibodeau was kidding when he said he was going to play all the
by the East. I say explosive game with limited defensive tendencies for a good portion of it. Things change up now as Bryant was played tightly by James, played by Bryant. Darren Williams off the pick, coming up way short. Williams gets it back. Down to 3 seconds, and Griffin picks it off and is fouled with 1.1 to go.
You called it, Steve. They drew up a play for a 3. That was a pretty good possession both ways, defensively and some semblance of a play as Zach Randolph knocked down the Boston Celtics.
But once you think if there would be a trade, since he does have a home in the LA area, Blake Griffin from Kobe Bryant. So
showing us the depth. No wonder you're in the Hall of Fame, my friend.
The alley-oop from Bryant to Griffin. Our producer, Scott Cockerell, right on it. There was no Googling involved. He was right there. Dwight Howard. A game will break out. A real game.
Yep.
Blake Griffin, 3rd quarter. Bryant going at Irving.
Come make up your room, Steven.
Did that not look a little bit like a dream shake, Reg, or no?
That looked like a dream, maybe Ramba.
What did that look like?
A 3-pointer. Could not finish, but Bryant is on it. Kobe has been quiet. Bryant puts a move on and scores.
Poor Chris Bosh. How many times has
the West up by 8 with just under 3 to go in the 4th. Oh, the block by Bryant on LeBron. And Durant takes all the way.
And Kobe Bryant. Kobe's been D'ing them up for the last 3 minutes. Here's the block shot by Kobe, which leads to the fast break by Kevin Durant.
And say, get me a basket.
As you see, 68 combined 3-point attempts, an all-star game record. Here's Griffin putting off glass. Blake Griffin.
Just one time. Money goes to charity.
Kobe all over James. It's rejected.
Kobe's making this personal against LeBron. These young guys and the young guys on his Lakers team to give back, give that knowledge back. That's what keeps this game going at such a high level because of the professionalism and the mannerism of a guy like a Kobe Bryant.
Last season, in the game at Madison Square Garden in New York, West beat the East 163-158, 321 total points, an all-star game record. Russell Westbrook with 41 points, one shy of the all-time record set up by Wilt Chamberlain. And there's Kobe Bryant chatting with Hall of Famer Bill Russell. And he will go, as I mentioned, on the opening tip in just a moment. The officiating crew, Dan Crawford, in his 31st season in the NBA, 3rd All-Star game. Zach Zauber, 13th season. Matt Boland in number 14. And here comes Kobe. So we are ready to go. It'll be Bryant against James on the opening tip.
Oh, man. Where's my camera? Let me get a picture of this.
Kobe limbering up and getting set. The sky is ready against LeBron. And the 65th NBA All-Star game is underway. The Raptors nicely pass, and it's put down. A hockey pass to set it up for LeBron James.
Everybody in Miami is saying, hey, we used to see that every night on a regular basis.
Teammate DeMar DeRozan both making the All-Star team. Here's Paul George from the Indiana Pacers.
Every player gets nervous before the All-Star game, even Kobe with his second record appearances consecutive. As we see the dunk right there by Durant in his first game with Michael Jordan sitting over there looking, talking, mimicking him as you see Kobe go to the hole in the foul. And how many players are doing that to him?
All-Star game.
A moment ago is a rare foul. Not too many whistles in All-Star play. Westbrook, oh, he hammers it home. Russell Westbrook, who put up 41 points last season and took MVP honors once again. Pass on the bounce for LeBron. Lowry with the lead, and again, LeBron this time on the reverse.
I'm going to be all in your shoulder tonight.
Oh, you already know, boy. I mean, this is a continuation of the dunk contest
I'm
last
going to
night.
need some ice after this game.
Coach Popovich, who's the winner, is Kobe. Shows us he has to be dramatic with everything. He gives us a show and has us cheering before his first bucket goes in.
Hey, GG, so we got to go do the intro. So sit when my and Ty come back out, okay? Okay. I'm going to go be up on that stage over there. Mwah, you can take the ball with you. I told him, I said, you know what this means? This means that when I leave now, he's the older statesman.
Hey, man, what I'm on deck. I'm on deck, Claude.
Centers, that's second behind Myers Leonard, who has 65 for Portland.
Here's Kobe Bryant back on the floor, and once again gets the favorable hop.
Well, why not?
Against Bryant. Off balance shot by LeBron for three. 27 points, that's a career high. Fourth in the NBA, plus 11 rebounds. Anthony now with 5 points.
Kobe Bryant in his last All-Star game.
It's extremely special for me to be here and witness and be a part of this moment. Kobe's had an incredible career, and this is an event that he's just had so much fun in and dominated through the years. So great tribute to him.
He told us before the game, he told Craig Sager, he doesn't want anybody to do anything special for him to get MVP, but you think he wants MVP?
I'm sure he would love to. I'm sure he would love to. You know, he might. We'll see. We'll see if he can get it. He's got to get a few more shots. He's not being overly aggressive so far, but he's doing a little bit of everything, and he's having fun.
George, that was intended. He thought Anthony was going to cut. Westbrook just steps away as Westbrook takes to the rim.
And Team USA slapping the floor here against the Mamba, Kobe Bryant, and then the patent fadeaway against Carmelo. But how about Air LeBron with the alley-oop?
It's 174, the old record 165 done on 2 occasions. Here's Bryant to the bucket. So Kobe with 10 points. Felt each other as Paul George lays it home.
Think about this coming into this All-Star game. He was 17 of 38 from 25 plus feet, 45%.
And it's Paul George of the Pacers once again. And then, of course, spent much time in Charlotte because that, for the most part, was where Dell played his pro ball. John Wall takes to the rim.
Makes it look so easy, jumping effortlessly.
Bryant picks up the assist. Bryant with the alley-oop for Durant. All-Star record, Curry from deep. Durant, Bryant, and Durant. Because Westbrook threw off the backboard and tried to field it. So the only question here is whether Paul George will break Wilt Chamberlain's record. And now the ovation for Kobe Bryant, who is being substituted for and is being hugged all around by both teams. It's an emotional moment for Kobe.
But a well-deserved moment
one of many for the Mamba.
Yes, the farewell tour continues. And the stat line, 10.6 rebounds, 7 assists. He shot 4 of 11. He had 1 3. And he's hearing the chant.
We were also told from our BRAC staff that the East is aware that Paul